Good morning. Welcome to the Mahwah Public Library. My name is Joan. Today we are doing our gentle practice together, whether we're in person or at home. So if you have 2 blocks, and you can get them if you're at home, put them between your feet so you're about hip distance apart. Now you're going to press into your feet and feel how you feel. And as you do that, notice whether you lean forward or back. Observe your posture, feel your shoulders. Let your arms be heavy. So notice whether one arm is longer than the other. Mine is left is definitely longer. So you want to feel the hips. Soften the knees. Now press into the big toe and lift the little toes and get some space between. And then if you can look down, see if you can see some of the mat between your toes. And then observe your knees and see if they're tight, and just soften them. Notice where your posture is. So if you're curled a little bit, see if you can inhale right from the base of the belly. Lift up, roll up, open up through the front and the back, squeezes onto the shoulder blades, onto the back, and you breathe. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, let it go. One more, inhale, lift up. Exhale, let it go. Now see if your knees locked, and now pay attention to what your jaw is doing. See if you can relax your jaw so the teeth are not touching, and feel your feet and feel your hips and observe your jaw. And then notice what you're thinking about. So your feet, your hips, and your jaw are all connected to the pelvic floor. So you want to feel like we're going to do some pelvic floor release so that we feel more stable through the hips and more balanced in our body. So when you press into the feet right now and you inhale, lift your arms, take a stretch up, big breath. Keep your feet grounded. Rock out maybe a little bit. See if you can work at some spots that may be tight. And then just release your arms and shake. And release whatever you're holding on your shoulders, through your arms, in your hands, what's up in your head, in your mind. And then relax and feel, if you've observed already, an increase in sensations. Now we want to activate the pelvic floor. So I want to keep this feeling of connection. So the feet from the big toe all the way up right into the hip flexors, you want to keep that sense of connection. I'm just going to gently move the block, but keep my feet where they are. Now, you want to keep your chin back, and you're going to lift up a little bit, just to hover above the mat. And you want to lock your eyes at an angle and down. Keep your jaw unclenched. And do some foot lifts, helping to increase balance. And then as you do that, engage gently into your pelvic girdle. Keep your shoulders back and down. And soften through the knees. So when you do leg lifts and engage through the feet, it helps to support the pelvic floor. And as you breathe in and you breathe out, feel how much effort it takes. Notice if your jaw is clenching. See if you can release through the tongue and the jaw. Relax any tension in your face. Focus only on the point and don't let your brain start to wander. Now we're going to add the hands, and small and gentle. Make it feel like it's a wave. Breathe in and up, exhale and down. Small and gentle, making it easy. Relaxing around the eyes. Now, if you're comfortable, you can make it higher, but don't go beyond what's comfortable for you. When you go up higher with your arms and you lift, it may feel like you need to work a little more to keep your balance. So keep your big toe on each side engaged so you can maintain stability, and pay attention to each toe, the other four working together as you lift up onto the ball of the foot. Now pause when you bring it down. Move the hips, don't move the feet. Small and gentle. See if you can roll it around. And then reverse your circle. Good. A little sway, just a tiny sway. You're going to feel the movement inside, outside, edges of the feet shift. I'm going to add the arms if that's comfortable for me. I'm not going to bring my shoulders up. It's down and it's gentle. And I keep my gaze locked and jaw soft and tall posture. Pause. Release down, gentle with the neck. Inhale, palms up, just shoulder height. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Now, if you can, feel how this feels. Maintain that sensation. I'm going to adjust my posture so you can see from this side. When I come down, if I come down and all my weight is forward, it's going to throw off my center of balance. So I'm going to take my two fingers right into the hip flexors, and as I bring my shoulders back and I engage this triangle right here, the Muladhara, as I gently sink my knees, keep my jaw soft. The minute I come to a spot where it feels a little twinge, you pause. Take a breath, maybe sink a little lower. Tailbone comes back, so you're beginning to even out the weight forward and back. Take a breath, sink a little lower, engage the feet. Feel the strength through the legs, gaze is soft but locked. Inhale and come a little lower. Now, you can stop right here and release your arms, or if you're really comfortable, you can bring it all the way down and sink so that your torso is resting right on the tops of the thighs. You're going to feel this stretch right straight through the lower back, and you breathe. Now we have to get up, so you have to press into the feet, engage, and with the breath and your internal energy and isometric motion, you lift up, take a breath, bring it up, move the hips. Now, you may get a burst of heat, but if you're not breathing, it's a problem. So reverse your circle. You want to make sure when you're coming up, you're bringing yourself up like an elevator with the breath. Now again, try it again. Take a breath. Slowly come back. Nice flat back, as flat as you can. Sink a little more, pause. Sink a little more. Sink a little more. When you feel you're good, this is where you stay. If you're comfortable, you can come all the way down to rest right onto your thighs. Take a breath. Bring your hands behind your legs and see if you can hold right here. Take a breath. Tuck your chin, and now roll the tailbone, release through the legs, and roll up. Ripple that spine. Continue with the arms. Gentle back bend, forward fold, tailbone back. You want to feel like you're moving through water. Now this time, when you bring your arms down, sweep the hands. Inhale, arms out into a reverse swan dive. Rotate the hands, inhale, lift up. Bring it all the way up. palms together, straight down to the heart. And see how you feel. Keeping your feet right where they are, I'm going to take my one foot and step it forward and the other back. But that same distance we had. Now the back foot may need to be a little bit of an angle. I'm going to cross my hands over the chest. Now, my right leg is forward. I'm going to roll. Now when I roll, I'm going to look up and twist through the spine, take a breath. Exhale, bring it back, nice and slow. Inhale, lift up. Don't lock the knees. Exhale, bring it back. Release the arms and switch. Cross over, take a breath. You want to keep everything inward. Now I'm going to roll the opposite side. When I roll, I'm going to look up into that far corner, take a breath. Only as far as is comfortable for me. Exhale and bring it back. Be careful. Inhale, lift up. Keep your gaze focused. Relax the jaw. Exhale. Bring it back. Step forward a little wider. Really move the hips. So that opens that whole back body. See how you feel here. 2, 3, and then reverse. 1, 2, 3. Only as wide as is comfortable for you. You're going to get a block. You can start high or on the half side, whichever is comfortable for you. And you just support yourself and rock it out. Flatten your back, head's an extension of the spine. Feel like you're really opening all that through the length of the spine, through the hips. Breathe, keep the knees soft. When you're ready, you can lower the block if you choose. You don't have to. Tailbone is straight back, so you're getting a nice long line through the spine. If you want a little deeper, the knees are going to come wider. Maybe you have to adjust the position of your feet to an angle. You're going to feel that stretch inside the legs. Breathe. If you're really comfortable, you can bring your hands to the floor. Breathe. Pause. Tuck your chin, roll it up. Walk your feet so that they're parallel. Move the hips. And reverse your circle. Great. Keep your 2 blocks handy. And we're going to come right straight back down to the mat. So we tuck our tailbone back, sink as low as we can go, bring our hands to the mat, bring your knees to the mat, your legs come out to the side. You release your big toes so that they touch. Take your 2 blocks and rest your head on the lifted blocks, arms in a Sphinx pose. So child's pose is great for supporting the pelvic girdle and the pelvic floor. You want to sink your tailbone as close to the heels as you can, but remember you accept where you are at a given moment. Relax your eyes and your jaw. See if you can move your shoulders back and away from your ears. And take 3 breaths. Your option could be to stay right here on top of 2 blocks, or you remove 1 block and now your head will come to the block on the floor that's going to lower you a little bit, and you breathe and notice what needs to shift here. Again, gaze is soft, breath is moving, jaws unclenched. You're releasing and lengthening through the spine. You're relaxing and releasing through the pelvic girdle. And you're grounding through your feet. You can stay right here after you've done your 3 breaths, or you lift up and you move the block until you can go either in a lifted position on your forearms, or you bring yourself all the way into an extended child's pose. And breathe. 3 breaths. Take that right arm and bend it and just bring it to the back so that the hand slides across the lower body, and lift the shoulder and breathe here. Relax the jaw. So as soon as you notice that jaw, that the teeth are touching, or you feel tension in the jaw, soften it. Monitor the throat, the eyes, the center of the forehead, the back of the head, the length of the spine. And then release that arm, and then we switch. Now notice, so my right arm is now a little longer. Left arm comes behind. I lift the shoulder up, so I'm not holding any tension in it. And I breathe here. Now, if you have a shoulder injury, shoulder pain, dislocation, frozen shoulder, you monitor. You don't do what doesn't work for you. And if it is uncomfortable, get out of it and relax. So this side feels different for me. Release that. Slide the arm forward. Slide the hands back to frame the face. We want to ripple the spine. So I'm going to slide back, tuck my chin, slowly ripple up. Head comes up last. When my arms are straight, that's when I lift my head and I roll with the breath, rippling the spine like a gentle cat and dog in a wave. Inhale, ripple up. Exhale, let it down. And ground yourself back down to the mat. Do it at your own rate. Make it as big or as small of an expression of the pose that you would like. You want to get the benefit of the release through the whole length of the spine. Inhale, lift up, releasing tension and tightness through the pelvic girdle. Exhale, let it go. Pick your child's pose and let it rest. See if it feels a little different. This time, right arm forward, left arm straight out to the side like the letter L. Now, if you want, you can roll your head to one side, but if that's too much for the neck, keep your forehead on the mat. And if you need a block underneath your head, you feel free. Slide that arm in, extend the left arm, roll and slide out that right arm straight out from the shoulder. Take a breath. Three breaths. Bring the arm forward, slide the hands back, come right up onto your table. Tuck your toes, head's an extension of the spine, engage your belly. Roll your head, make sure your neck's not tight, your jaw's not tight. And we go right into our dog and cat. So inhale, lift up, look up, gently flexing through the spine. Exhale, release the feet flat, curl up into the spine, as big or as small as is comfortable for you. And you do your breath in the lift and the exhale in the curl. Breath in, lift up. Breath out, curl back. Inhale, lift up. Exhale. One more. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, let it go. Pick your child's pose, and maybe you want to try a different one. So you want to hold your head, forehead with your hands, or one potato, two potato, or teepee your elbows. You pick what you would like, and you breathe. Open across the shoulders. Again, 3 breaths. See if you can keep your big toes touching. Release through the length of the spine. Let your tailbone sink as low as it can go toward the heels. And breathe. Good. Slide up. Take your breath with you as you come up. Hands out to the side and rock your shoulders. So start high and just rocking it out. Keep the breath moving. Gaze is soft. Good. If you want more, you can roll lower and ear comes as low to the floor as you would like. Inhale, push up. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, push up. Exhale, let it go. Inhale up. Exhale down. We'll do one more set. Inhale up. Exhale to the floor. Inhale up. Exhale. Bring it up. Rock a little bit again. See how that feels. See if you have a better connection diagonally, shoulders to hips. Good. Swing off because we've been on our knees a while. We're going to extend the legs. Keep a block handy. Come on to your back body. Now, walk your feet so your toes are in and your heels are out. Bring your hands to your ribs. Inhale, lift and tuck that lumbar spine. Soften the knees and just release here. It's going to feel awkward. And breathe. Now just rock the hips slowly and gently. So I'm not lifting my hips off the back. I'm using this to massage the back of the pelvic girdle, the sacral spine, the tailbone. I'm rocking into the hips. And then pause. Straighten your feet so that they're parallel. Bring your hands to the mat. If you can walk your heels so that they touch your fingertips, otherwise as close as you can get. You're going to lift and release the spine, and then lift the upper body and tuck the shoulders under, and breathe here. Now, when you're ready, you're just going to lift up. Only if you look, only about an inch and a half, tops 2 inches. You want the weight to come into the shoulders. Take a breath. Relax the jaw. Notice what shifts when you shift your position. Take a breath. Inhale, lift up maybe a little higher. 3 breaths. If you need to come out of it sooner, that's fine. Walk your fingers a little more away so your shoulders are away from the ears. Inhale, maybe lift up a little higher. Take a breath. Now, if you're comfortable and your block is handy, take a block. You're going to slide it right underneath the tailbone and rest it. And bring your hands right back into position. Now, we're going to use the block, and we're going to pulse up, lift up, take a breath. Exhale. You're going to hover. You're not going to put all your weight into the block. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, hover. Watch your jaw. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, hover. One more. Inhale, lift up. Exhale. Let all the weight go right into the block. Give yourself an opportunity to release. Hold the block with your hands. Bring your knees into your chest. Small, small, small rocking. Small and slow. Good. Bring your feet up so you come into a supported shoulder stand. Now we've been on our legs for a while, so we want all that oxygenated blood to come back down. Take a breath. My feet are gently flexed, so don't overextend the feet, hyperextend the stretch, just rest it. Now I want to walk my feet like I'm an Egyptian. Walk like an Egyptian, just back and forth. Your knees don't have to necessarily be tight. You don't want them tight. You just want to move into those hip flexors. Breathe. Monitor the jaw. Good, release. Slowly bring the feet back to the mat. When you land, cross that right ankle over the thigh. Right hand comes into the right thigh, and now we pulse gently. Open and close the book. Keep the breath moving. Relax through the face, the neck, the jaw, the eyes. 4, 5, 6, and then release that. And we switch to the opposite side. Take a breath. Hand rests right on the thigh. Remember, the feet are grounding you down, so you want to feel each toe engaged in the support and stability of your leg and foot. And we open and close. 2, 3, no ankle is on the thigh. 4, 5, 6. Release, bring your feet back to the mat. Good, take a breath. Release your arms so you're nice and stable. Lift and tuck the lumbar spine. Extend it as much as you can. Shoulders are supporting you. Left leg, stretch it straight out. Right arm up to the ceiling. Take a breath. Roll that arm out to the side, straight out. Keep your balance. Take a breath. Soften the knee. Release that. Bring the arm back up. Glide it right back down to the mat. Extend that right leg straight out from the hip. Take a breath. Don't let the hips shift up or down. Nice and balanced. Left arm comes straight up to the shoulder. Exhale, float it out. Now you can let it hover or let it rest, whatever works better for you. And you breathe. 3 breaths. Feel that engagement right in the lower part of the belly. Breathe. But don't overwork the muscles. It's soft. Bring that leg in. Bring that arm up. And float it down. Press into the feet, lift up. Come up as high as you can go. You can remove the block, take a breath. If you want, you lift your arms and extend into an extended bridge pose, and you breathe. If your arms float or your wrists are up, bend the elbows. Maybe you can gently increase that. Don't lock the knees and don't over tighten the thighs. Take a breath. See if you can do 3 breaths. Good. Slide the arms out to the side. Bring the arms all the way down. You're gliding across the floor until you can bend the elbows. Hands rest right on the ribs. Inhale. Exhale. From the top of the shoulders, roll the spine gently, slowly, right back to the mat. Tuck that lumbar spine and then pause. Let the spine catch up. Rock your hip, one hip up and then the other. Just a gentle rocking. So if I lift my hip, it's really only a little bit more than the height of my hand. It's just enough to get this diagonal stretch to not only help release the hips, but maybe help stack the ribs. And even out that space between the shoulders. Good, pause. Soles of the feet together, hands can stay right on the ribs. Now, I'm gonna take a breath. I wanna give 3 breaths right here to see if I can soften into these hip flexors. Now, I'm pressing into the feet. I'm gonna lift up a third. Inhale, lift up a little bit. Tuck that lumbar spine. Take 3 breaths. Go up 2/3. Engage, but soften it. Relax into it. The pelvic area will tilt a little bit, but soften it. So if your buttocks start to get involved and you're clenching up, soften it so it relaxes inside. 3 breaths. And then bring it up. The last third, my legs are not touching each other. My feet are still engaged. I'm pressing into that lumbar spine. I'm softening anything. So my knees are tight, soften it. Pelvic girdle's tight, soften it. Relax in it. Soften the jaw. Open 2/3, take 3 breaths. Notice what shifts, if it does. I just had to shift myself. And then release as much as you can and see if it feels like there's a little more open here. And now you're just gonna rock your hips. Small and gentle rocking. Good. Pause, slide your legs long, go into your full body stretch, see how you feel. Big breath. Yawn it out, stretch it out. See if you can feel like somebody's got your wrists and your ankles and you're just stretching it all out. Good, bring your knees into your chest and rock gently. Let the lumbar spine get a release. Now I'm not pulling my legs in, I'm keeping it soft on. There's no pressure on the kneecap and my feet can relax. And I'm just rocking out right in the back body. Looks great. Good, bring your feet to the sky into your happy baby, gentle happy baby. So I'm not lifting my shoulders off the floor. I'm elevating and rocking. Keep the jaw unclenched. 3 breaths. And then pause. Cross the right foot over the ankle of the left. Cap your knees, little circles. 3, 1 with the breath. 2, 3, and then reverse. 1, 2, 3. Bring your feet up, rock it out. So you can go into another happy baby. You can bring your legs together. You can open up a little wider through the legs. You pick what's most comfortable for you. Pause, cross the left foot over the right, widen the knees, little pelvic tilt. 1, 2, 3. So you want it to be controlled. And then reverse. 1 and around. 2, you want to feel the motion of how the pelvic girdle tilts and connects to the spine. 3. Good, bring your feet up again, pick what you want. Get a little inversion. See how that feels. Good, bring your feet to the floor. Heels are on the mat, toes are off, hands are on the ribs. And I'm just going to do some windshield wipers. So knees go right as much as you want. You're gonna get a nice big curve through that back body. Keep the shoulder down. Head and knees come to center before you go the other way. Feel that stretch, shoulder down. Keep the breath moving. 2, 3. Good. Bring the soles of your feet back together and see how that feels now. Let your hands rest right on the hip flexors. Take a breath right here. Just gently rock, small little rocking. Good. Come to center, slide your legs long, take a big breath. Breathe it out. Sigh it out, yawn it out. Good. Now take the left foot and flex it, right foot crosses over, and you're gonna point. Legs are engaged. I'm going to take my arms, and like I'm holding a ball above my head, I'm gonna move my feet to the left as far as is comfortable for me, and slide to the left, and look to the right, and feel that. Breathe, soften it. So that was a little tight for me. I have to be aware where I'm holding tension and soften it. 3 breaths. Good. Come back to center. Uncross the legs. Right foot flexed, left foot crosses over. You point the toes, the legs are engaged. And now I'm going to slide my legs to the right side of the mat and glide my arms into a banana pose and look left if that's comfortable for my neck. If it's not, then you keep it engaged in a neutral position and you breathe. 3 breaths. Soften your hands so that the fingers are not up and the wrist is not up. The wrist should be flat. So if you need to open up your arms until your arm is flat, that's what you do. Good job. Come back to neutral. Release your feet, knees in, rock it out. Good. Now, if you have your 2 blocks handy, you're going to bring them underneath your feet. Put your feet on the blocks and now rock. Now, hands can be on your ribs, or we're going to pause for a minute. Make sure your toes are on the block, and if your feet are longer, then your heels are off, but the toes are on. I'm going to keep my hands on the ribs and lift up and soften the shoulders down and breathe. You can go as high as you want, but don't crimp the neck. 3 breaths. Release right across the shoulders. Hips are tight, shoulders are tight, pelvic girdle is tight, feet are tight, jaw is tight, so you want to relax it. And then on the next inhale, roll slowly and gently back and down to the mat, tucking that lumbar spine so you get as much contact with the mat through your spine, and then you pause. Let the spine catch up. Little rocking, small, gentle little rocking. Good, pause. Arms up to the sky, rock between the shoulder blades. If you want, you can invert your hands and bend the elbows and get a little stretch. My elbow goes to the right, I look a little to the left and keep my jaw soft and reverse and back and forth 3 times with the breath. Of course, you can keep your hands without flexing them. And pause. Good. Release your legs and hopefully your calf muscles can rest right on the blocks.
Hands can rest right on the ribs or on the hips, whatever's more comfortable for you. And now we're just going to point and flex our feet. So point and flex at your own rate. Massaging through those calf muscles. And breathe. Relax the jaw. Point one, flex the other. 3 breaths. Good. Roll the feet around at the ankles. Nice big circles here. And then reverse. Good. Pause. Flex your feet gently, but curl your toes as big as you can. Take 3 breaths. Release when you're ready. Stretch it out. 3 breaths. And now we're going to in and curl and out and release. And in and out. And in and out. And in and out. And rest. Gentle rocking so my feet are not overflexed. I'm just little windshield wipers. I'm going to now open up my arms and see if my shoulders feel like they have a little more space. Now I can wiggle my feet, I can move them around in a circle, I can wiggle my toes. Make sure you go the other way. Good, rest. Take a breath. We're just going to gently push aside the block so you can bring your feet to the mat, cross the right ankle over the left. Now, we come right into our rocking pigeon, and I can make this as big or as small as I want it to be. I roll my head to the left as my legs go to the right, but I don't have to. I can keep my head right at neutral. It's more important that you breathe and your jaw's unclenched and your gaze is soft. And relax the arms. If you can and you choose, you can go into cactus arms, or you can keep your hands at your ribs. You pick what you want. And then when you're ready, you switch. Ankle is off the foot. No, the ankle is off the thigh. Don't take it off the foot. And roll to the side. And I'm rolling onto the inside, outside edges of the foot. As I roll, I want to see what may shift. Good. Pause. Now, only if you choose. I'm going to really lift and tuck that lumbar spine, bring my arms to wherever it's comfortable. So I can leave them here, I can bring them in, I can come up, I can bring it to the side. It's whatever's most comfortable. I'm just going to inhale and lift and shift here. As I lift that leg, breathe. Notice if the jaw engages. 3 breaths. And then slowly release and switch and take a breath. Tuck that, supporting that back by pressing gently into the back spine, and you lift. You don't have to if you don't want to. And you breathe. 3 breaths. Notice one side may not feel the same as the other. Good. Release that foot. So go into your full body stretch. See how you are. Now, I'm just going to roll onto a side. It doesn't matter which side you choose. I'm just gonna roll over, take ourselves off of our back body. We've been here a while. Support your head and neck. Now, I wanna bring my knees in as close to my torso as I can and see if I can get a nice release through that back body. Take a breath. Now, if you need some help, you take that top arm and just little circles, little rubbing back and forth, side to side, circles, whatever you need to release a little more through that back body. Soften anything that feels tight, and then just rest your arm anywhere that's comfortable for you. So you can rest it across the length of the torso, you can keep it on your thigh, you can bring it in front of you, whatever's comfortable. Breathe. And let all your weight just sink into your side body. Keep the shoulder from floating forward. Relax your face and breathe. And then when you're ready, extend your legs like a capital letter I, stack your feet gently, and now just massage out that side body. Three breaths here, so make sure you're not holding the breath. Excuse me. And then when you're ready, you pause. You can go into your full body stretch. Take a measurement, see if, so my left arm and my left leg's a little longer. And then you're just going to roll over to the opposite side and do the same thing. Bring the knees in and up as close as you can. Take that top arm, massage that lower back. Give yourself credit and affirmation that you're releasing things that you didn't even know were tight. Back and forth, up and down, little circles, whatever works best for you. And then rest the arm. And then when you're ready, extend those legs, nice capital I. See if you can make a nice long straight line and rock into this side. Take your time. You have a lot of acupressure points running up and down, actually all through the body. So it's nice to use your body weight, the hardness of the floor, the rocking motion, gravity to release tight stuff that you may not even realize is tight. And then when you're ready, you roll onto your side, your back body, and you go into a full body stretch. Take a big breath, a big sigh, a big yawn. Now, we're quickly coming into our Shavasana. So our goal would be to take each heel, put it in each corner of the mat. And as you do so, notice the angle of the feet and see if they're even. Arms are out, capital letter A, soften the body. However, if this is too much for your back body, because it does stretch, creates a little pressure for the lumbar spine, bring your knees up to standing, lift and tuck, or bring your knees together, or roll onto your back body. Now when you, side body, as you rest right here, you're just going to take your thumb to your ring finger, and you're gently pressing evenly from side to side. And let your arms rest right on the floor. And this is a lung point, but it's also to assist you in grounding.
So notice now the lower part of the spine and how much more you may feel through your pelvic area that you're a little more grounded and balanced. Even if you notice only a little subtle shift. And keep the breath moving. And relax into this relaxation. So you begin to absorb like a sponge the benefit of all the stuff we've done so far. Now touch your thumb to your pinky finger and feel again right at the lower belly and the lower back. Any tightness or tension you're holding there. And give yourself permission to let it go, to release it. Visualize maybe that you're floating in water and you're balanced and you're buoyant and it's no struggle. Your jaw's relaxed, your gaze is soft, your body is warm, and you're balanced in this without putting any effort in. You've done the effort, now you pause. Now bring your awareness to your middle back all the way up and through your ribs and touch your thumb now to your middle finger. This is the space around the heart and the ribs, through the whole length of the back body. And release anything that makes the heart feel heavy. And feel the ribs moving, and the breath moving, and the lungs moving, and make it effortless. Just following the natural rhythm of the breath. Again, you've done the work, and now you're allowing the body to absorb it like a sponge. And after your third breath, you touch your thumb to your index finger, and you want to feel the whole expanse of the torso, front and back. You want to feel, again, the rise and fall of the breath in that middle belly, lower belly area. This is to connect to digestion, large and small, and your stomach. And it's not only about digesting food, but it's digesting stuff that needs to go somewhere. The things you ponder, the things you worry about, the things people have said to you and land somewhere in the body, old stuff, new stuff, current stuff, doesn't matter. Ask yourself to release and digest the stuff that you don't have to hold anymore. You're making a choice also to allow your back body, your whole body, to support you with ease and flexibility. And again, pay attention to your jaw, the space around your eyes, the space between the bridge of your nose, the center of your forehead, across the eyebrow line, through the ears, back of the neck, length of the throat, front, back, sides. And now, only if you choose, you take your thumb and you bring it into the base of the pinky finger and you roll your fingers gently around it and you say to yourself, I am calm in the center of my being. And that's right at the base of the sternum. And follow the breath, 3 breaths, in whatever is a natural, comfortable rhythm for you. And let your ears relax. And take your tip of your tongue and press it behind the 2 front teeth and see if you can release any tension through the length of the tongue, back of the tongue, back of the throat. And And then release your hands and just let them rest wherever is most comfortable for you. And just rest in that space between being awake and being asleep. And you're like a jellyfish. You're just resting and you're going with the current of the water. And it's effortless. And there's nowhere to go and there's nothing to do except to be fully present in this moment. And as you breathe in and you breathe out right here, if you notice any spots that are tight or uncomfortable, or just imagine that as you're inhaling, you're sending that breath, all that oxygenated blood to any spot that still needs to be released. I'm grounded, I'm balanced, I'm supported. I am at ease. I am breathing in and I am breathing out into the space that I've created for myself today. My mind is calm and relaxed, but reflective. I make a choice what I will allow to enter into my mind, body, heart, and spirit today. And I release anything that does not serve my highest good. I am awake and I am aware. I am relaxed, I am at ease. I am calm in the center of my being. I am my own person, and everything I need is already within me. I am choosing to move into a positive, productive, creative space of pure potentiality. And then in that space, feel the space. Bring yourself into a full body stretch and feel like you're just pushing away anything else that needs to get out of the way so you can just wiggle yourself into more space. And then when you're ready, bring your knees into your chest and rock it out slowly and gently. Bring your legs up to the sky and elevate them a little bit, and you can rock or not. And then shake your arms and shake your legs and wake yourself up, and then go into your full body stretch with a big sigh, a big yawn, a big aha. And then whenever you're ready, you roll to whatever side calls to you before you sit up into a seated position that's comfortable for you. We've been down a while, so be mindful. And as you sit up and you bring your fingertips down, breathe, shoulders back, feel like you're a three-dimensional triangle. You're grounded and all that energy is coming straight up and up and up and up and out beyond. And then you inhale and you lift up and you connect yourself as if you're grabbing a thought you didn't have before and you're bringing it down without an effort, like a feather. It's just floating into a place that allows you to think a new thought, to be clear, to be a problem solver, to think outside the box, to notice, to observe, to breathe. Because in that place is where you rest your true self. Namaste. Namaste, everybody. Have a great day. Feel good, drink some water, enjoy the day, and I'll see you next time.